folks, I have a kidney right now because of him. So the story here is one morning, in fact, it was a Saturday morning, 12/23/24. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. I probably woke up at about 3 o'clock that morning. I just couldn't sleep. So I got out of my bed and went in the living room, and I was just watching TV. And my phone rang. But, like, it was, like, a ridiculous hour of the morning. Like, I just kind of ignored it. I was like, I didn't recognize the number. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting scam calls at, like, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I ignored it. And then, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes after I ignored that call, you come busting in the house. Busting in. And I'm just like, why are you here at this ungodly hour? So he comes running in and he's like, Keith, the kidney transplant hospital called. They said they have a kidney for you. And of course, I have you listed as, one of my contacts. So they called me first. I didn't answer. They called your mom. She was dead to the world. She didn't answer. And they called you, and you were up, and you answered, and then you came. You didn't even call me. You came to my house. I guess just for reference, he lives about a mile away from me, so it wasn't a real long trip. But it was 5 o'clock in the morning. He left. He's got his own family. He left his family to come tell me about the kidney. So, of course, I pick up the phone. I call the kidney transplant people. They let me know kidneys available.
Yeah, that same day, right?
Yep. And so that was about 5, 6 in the morning when I spoke to them. And that afternoon, I was in the hospital. And that night, they did the kidney. So, like, officially, I didn't get the kidney until December 24th. It was actually the next day because it was, after midnight when they finished the surgery. But, yeah. So, after that long recovery, but yeah, if it wasn't for you, I may not have. I definitely wouldn't have got it that day, and who knows how much longer I would have had to wait to continue to had to wait to get one. So I appreciate you.
At the time, I was working overnight shift, and so I just got home at I got off at 4:30. So I just got off. Oh no, I got off at. I think we got off early because that was started our Christmas break. So I got off at 3:30. So I get home, it's like 4 o'clock, and I don't got to go back to work till January 3rd. So from the 23rd all the way to the 3rd, that's a good time. So I'm like, you know what? Starting early. Came home, down me 2 shots. I got my beer crack. I'm about to play the game for the morning, and then that's when I get the same call in the morning. Now, what's crazy is if you know me, it's a hard time me texting back and answering my phone regardless. And so with a spam caller, I definitely don't answer. So when I saw the number, I literally, my mind said, who the hell is spam calling me at 5 in the fucking morning? I'm like, what? And so I had down those 2 shots, so I'm already a little bit tipsy. So I'm like, you know what? I'm about to play with them right now. It's early. I can do something. I'm about to play. It's that's why I answered the phone, because I was about to fuck with whoever's spam calling me. And so when I answered the phone, it was like, hey, Mr. Brown. I was like, yeah. They was like, hey, we're calling about your dad. Now, mind you, this is my dad, my stepdad. My real dad passed away last year in July or June. And so when she said, I'm calling about your dad, I'm like he just passed away. Who? And I said, who are we talking about? She's like, Mr. Burgess, Keith Burgess. I was like, oh, yeah. What about him? She's like, yeah, we just tried calling him. We got this kidney right now that he needs to answer. I said, oh, okay. Yeah. Literally, I said that. I said, yeah. Give me give me 2 minutes. I'll call you back. She's like, okay. So I hung up. I called you. I called mom first, and she didn't answer. And then I called you, and you didn't answer. So I was like, I sat in my drawers in my room, fuck. What do I do? So I literally grabbed my keys, put on a shirt, just head out. But literally bust into the house. I'm like, yo, they called me to call you. They got a kidney for you. My mom waking up what are you doing?
Couple mimosas right next to a lake in the middle of where in the fuck. Baby boy growing, the bank account showing, and how we not caring about stuff.